The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby, 'cause I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
Dice que no le es suficiente, está mal de la mente. Cuando estás solita que entre, música para ponerla en ambiente, yeah. Ella quiere que como aquella vez, le busco todo. Todo lo que se pone bonito se le ve. Empezamos a pie y ahora andamos en el jet. Vamos a calentar, baby, tú. No se quiere olvidar, lo quiere recordar, baby.
'Cause I can't get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Latino gang.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't crazy. I like that, you like that, so let's be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby. Yeah. Ooh, no one's gotta know. We can keep it low key. I'll be fine alone, long as you're alone with me. So incredible, unforgettable on me. 'Cause I can't get enough.
Benny Blanco.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Chipapi man, Selena.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
You can, you have to win by 2. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to win by 2, so you have time.
As long as you get a stop here. That's nice defense.
There you
Yes!
So I gotta take a 1 here and then a 3.
go. There you go.
Not chance it.
Get that board.
Rebound. Go back up.
There you go. 4-4.
Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier on, anxious to get down to business with this road battle looming. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. Welcome, everyone, to Noche Enabia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar, Nikola Jokic. Malone said he's truly beloved by all his teammates. No ego, a little bit goofy, doesn't take himself too seriously, and with his success, he's still the same kid. That's why everybody cares about him and respects him. Kevin?
The Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Harris.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point. And for Dallas, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr., Seth Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4-man position.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, 1 star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
Now here's Millsap. Murray surveying the D. pass to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Doncic with it, picked up by Harris, and the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Now, here's Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You'd have to go far and wide to find any fan that doesn't enjoy watching Nikola Jokic play. This big fella is so smooth. He's got guard skills in a big man's body, and his game is so efficient. I love watching him work.
No good on the free throw. And with Jokic, passing and playmaking, Clark, are his trademarks.
Well, I tell you what, the Joker is some kind of special as a big guy. His passing and touch and field and shot making, he really impressed me with all of that. He does everything you want from a center on the offensive end of the court and does it in his own unique, special way. He's a delight to watch.
And the second free throw, good.
And, you know, guys, it's really obvious that Jokic wants to keep getting better. I mean, he's got a lot of tools, and I think the sky's the limit.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
Yeah, you know, the refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Offensive rebound. And Jokic throws it down.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
Here's Doncic. From 13 feet, it goes down. Doncic has got 6.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Now the pass to Jokic. Millsap in the corner. Back to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, Jokic is such a terrific decision maker. He's brilliant in his skill level, but he also has great vision as a passer.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Come get it, come get it.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Martin left side. And Denver again with the bucket. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Here's Curry. Again, the Mavericks score.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunities.
And here's Harris from the arc. Porzingis with the rebound. The Mavericks have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. How's the last month of basketball been for him? 6th in three-point field goal percentage. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis showing you he can get it done at both ends now, taking possession solo, stealing it and scoring it.
Here's Barton. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Here's Murray. The Mavericks making the shot. It's Barton on the wing. From the corner. And it's Denver scoring again.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
Corner shot, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 8 points for Luka Doncic. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. It's a three-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. The three-pointer is right on target.
And if you don't get out on Murray, he will torch you. Lethal from behind the arc.
Curry outside, buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 7 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Harris, Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
Hardaway uses the glass to finish the layup. Mark, some of those lottery-bound teams now giving more minutes to their younger players, developing them, looking into the future, which means more veterans, unfortunately, will have to sit and watch.
And, you know, I always say this, and it's much easier said than done, but you're a professional, whether you're in the rotation, a young player or an old player, you have to approach it in a professional manner, and that means accepting the good with the bad, the sweet with the bitter, and that takes a maturity level. And, you know, when the trade deadline is behind you, you only can control what you can control, and that's what veterans should be about.
And hopefully the coach communicates the ideas behind the move, too.
I like that, but there's no obligation to do so.
Right. The Nuggets trail by 3. Passes it to Jokic. To the inside, here's Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
Now let's step back and look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Fourth, the Nuggets.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket. Doncic comes with the double team, and it's Murray with the jam.
Well, I like the athleticism of Murray, just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Harris dishes to Murray. Barton wide open, he fires, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Mavericks leading from the baseline, and Dallas again with the bucket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Now here is Harris. He had 15 points last outing. And it's Barton that time on the assist from Harris. That's now 8 points for Will Barton.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And Denver has possession. The Mavericks making the shot. Outside for Murray. Pass to Jokic. Here's Millsap. It doesn't go for him. Curry with the defensive effort. Here's Finney-Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Murray. Shoots over Doncic. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And Murray is really deadly with the catch-and-shoot jumper. When the defense isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with him.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Harris outside. And there's the pass to Millsap. Jokic against Porzingis. Porzingis with the block. Outside Hardaway. Shoots over Barton. And it's Dallas with another. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
And he comes up with the deuce. And now a 9-point Maverick lead.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Boy, you look at how tall Porzingis is. He's 7'3", and you add in his skill level, that's a unique combination. No wonder they call him the unicorn. He is unique.
It's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
Looking now at the numbers for Wright. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging about 7 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contribution.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And the layup's good off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 7. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Passes to Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
And he makes the first. Clark, a lot of young players in this NBA becoming top 10 players as they mature. Who are some of the guys you spot that are really going to make a mark?
Well, they've already made a mark, and you anticipate it'll continue to be that way. Ben Simmons and Donovan Mitchell. I like Jaylen Brown in Boston, as well as Jason Tatum there. And clearly Zion Williamson has a chance to be Really special.
Now here's Barea. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Pass to Morris. The Mavericks pull it in.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Morris, following the score by Dallas. Kid Gilchrist comes with a double team. Grant surveying the D. The kick out to Porter. Just 4 to shoot. Off target from outside. Mavericks leading by 7. Here's Kid Gilchrist. From down in the low post, it goes.
Kid Gilchrist, very good at absorbing contact while shooting, capable of muscling these tough shots up and in.
And a wide open look for Porter. Misses the 3. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Cauley-Stein. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Grant gets a wide-open look. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Kleba, the pass to Kid Gilchrist. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul. Fires from 14. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Now, here is Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To halt the run, and the bucket is good from Plumlee down low.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Well, they've got to take a stand and commit to controlling their defensive backboard. These second chance buckets are killing them.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets trail by 13. Morris with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Basket good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Barea, no good.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina, specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
They've got Willie Cauley-Stein. J.J. Barea is out there with Wright. Then there's Michael Kidd Gilchrist. And it's Kleba in at the 4 slot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are, a lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Clark, you and I are sitting here watching this game, broadcasting the game. There are a lot of times that the fans can't see how emotionally charged up you are over some of the things you see on the floor, good and bad.
Hey, I love great basketball. Excellent passing, tremendous hustle, creativity on your moves. One of the things that really excites me, though, is to see the ball pop and end up in a three-point shooter's hands, and he's able to knock one down because the crowd is able to follow that ball, and the anticipation just kind of rises as it gets to the designated shooter. I love guys going after rebounds on the offensive glass.
That's a great example about the three-point shot, though, Clark. I love that. That's terrific. Here's Morris. After the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Pass to Craig. Five on the clock, uncovered, and it falls over the rim and in. Craig's got his second basket. And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
The Nuggets trail by 17. There's the pass to Porter. Down low. And the dunk by Grant.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Here's Barea. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Porter finds Plumlee. And the wide-open shot from Morris. That 3 off the mark.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Here's Craig. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Kid Gilchrist. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
This is Kid Gilchrist at his best, an exceptional athlete who's dangerous on the drive.
Outside, Porter. Back to Morris. Plenty of space. And there's Porter on the assist by Morris. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
Hey, once Kid Gilchrist gets some momentum, he zones in and zones out the defense, throwing it down.
The Nuggets trail by 21. Outside, Porter. And finished off by Porter.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here.
He'll take those all day long.
A nice shot by Barea.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Well, in the second half of the season, we've seen some fantastic performances from this group. The highest scoring shooting guard since the All-Star break. Luka Doncic, 4th.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
Yeah, you don't have to take a long look at their point totals to see that this is the premier group of scorers at the premier scoring position in the NBA. Shooting guards can flat out bring it.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Dallas leading by 19 points. The baseline J. And Dallas again with the bucket.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
A nice shot by Harris.
Nice looking outside stroke by Harris. Give him room to pull the trigger, and he'll light you up from there.
Here's Hardaway, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 8 points for Tim Hardaway. The Nuggets trail by 20. Barton outside. Murray kicks to Barton. Another 3 for Denver.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Doncic, and it's Dallas with another.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Millsap. 20 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Jokic passes to Barton. 4 on the shot clock. Wide open look here for Murray. Here's Jokic. Porzingis with the block. Millsap's against Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
The Nuggets trail by 21. And Hardaway comes to help. Harris finds Millsap. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jokic has got 12 points in the game.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Millsap trying to get open, and Curry pulls it down.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Count it. Hardaway has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Doncic comes with a double team. Harris outside. Tipped away. Hardaway with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Doncic.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Mavericks leading by 22. Hardaway. And he banks in the layup. He's got 14. The Nuggets have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Here's Jokic. Oh, my goodness!
Oh, yeah!
What a play!
I am very impressed with the poise Jokic has shown tonight. He's been unflappable no matter what they've thrown at him.
And Clark, one thing that makes Will Barton so good is that he fits right in among any group of players.
And I like the pace he plays with, guys. He doesn't seem to force the issue. He lets the game come to him, and when he has opportunities to explode, he usually does. He's always moving. He's active at both ends. He's a high-quality performer.
One shot.
Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journeys.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Here at the numbers for Curry. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. 5th in three-point field goal percentage. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage, really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Porzingis with the steal. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. Again, the Mavericks score.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Harris against Curry. Harris kicks to Jokic. No good on the three.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Now, here's Curry. He's got 9. Chalk up 2 there.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
So it's the Mavericks now. Doncic finds Hardaway. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up, that's why he's boarding it well.
Now here is Harris. 5 points in the game. He dishes it to Murray. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And the strength of Murray, finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm.
Well, Clark, one thing you have to respect about Jamal Murray is how intense of a competitor he is.
And you can't substitute competitive spirit, Kevin. It's a great attribute to have, and you see that in how he's improved his game year to year. I mean, he loves being in the spotlight, going up against the game's big-name guards, and he doesn't shy away at all. That's a credit to him.
Dallas calls timeout.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
We go now to the 2K leaderboard to find out who the top three-point shooters have been since the All-Star break. Fourth, Gary Harris.
And instead of wearing down as the season's progressed, his legs really seem to have gotten stronger, and so has his three-point shooting.
That one misses for Murray. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
And here's Harris from the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team. No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Barton, no luck.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
To the middle. They need this. And Millsap with the layup. Millsap's got 6.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. And that one's good. Barton.
Yeah, you know what? I think Barton does a nice job hitting the boards. Would love more of that kind of intensity from it.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Wright in for Curry. The Nuggets also changing it up. Grant, he's checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Gary Harris.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Got that one up quick. And that's 10 points for Michael Kid Gilchrist.
You got to at least respect that shot. I mean, Kid Gilchrist is capable of connecting from the mid-range area. You just can't give him an open look. Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Here's Cauley Stein. Denver getting their last shot to go. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That's foul number 2 for him. Plumlee is checked in for Nikola Jokic. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. He gets that one. And that's 20 points for Luka Doncic.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Craig passes to Grant. Porter looking it over. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating, and the shot goes down. Kid Gilchrist has got 12.
And really, this is the area where Kid Gilchrist shines. I mean, he's very confident shooting from the interior.
Porter, no luck. Left side, Kid Gilchrist. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And here is Murray from deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, they gave up too many good looks. Look at the field goal percentage against them. This tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so here is Dallas. And stolen by Barton.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Fires from deep, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray. Murray's got his 8th assist here tonight. Here's Curry. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And when Seth Curry gets hot like this, that basket just continues to expand. You got to keep feeding him if he's this hot.
Now here is Harris. Passes it to Barton. Murray outside. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Jokic missing. On the wing, Hardaway. Barton defending. The offensive rebound. Yep, that one goes in there. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
Hey, I like and respect the hustle of Curry that time. Doing some work on the offensive glass.
Harris, right side. Here's Millsap, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Both free throws good for Millsap.
Tell you what, Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players because he's so effective, scores at an efficient clip, rebounds the ball well, and defends multiple positions too. He gives you everything.
Curry gets the bucket.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Harris, bounce pass. Here's Murray up on top. Guarded by Doncic. Hardaway against Barton. Shot clock at 5. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Barton's got 15.
You know, Barton's an improving ball handler, and because of that, he's got more moves now that he can choose from when he's going off the bounce.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Barton outside, right wing. Here's Jokic. Not going to go that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Inside. And Finney Smith gets it to go. He's got 9.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. 10 points for Paul Millsap. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Hardaway, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Boy, a promising mid-range game that's highlighted by strong fundamentals and mechanics. Hardaway Jr., a productive scorer.
Now here's Barton. He's got 15. Fires for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Outside for Millsap. Another 3 for Denver.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 16 points for Porzingis.
He's just letting it all hang out, guys. When Porzingis is in a groove like this, he just keeps putting it on you.
And Jokic throws it down.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Finney Smith. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Hardaway. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Harris from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Harris has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Pass to Barton. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Yeah, Will Barton has a full offensive arsenal. I mean, can spot up, drive it, score off the dribble. About covers it, doesn't it?
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
J.J. Barea is checked in for Dallas. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
You know, he's not just a shooter, guys. Hardaway Jr. is also capable of getting creative and mixing things up, too. I like it.
Now, here is Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's Jokic missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
They get it again. Millsap. And he goes right over Luka Doncic and slams it down.
Yeah, Millsap doing good work there with the extra possession, converting on the offensive glass.
To the paint. Here's Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Denver's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. To the inside. Barton from outside. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And Barton throws it down.
Barton is athletic and has great vertical, so he's terrific at throwing it down when he gets close to the basket.
Hardaway from outside. Rebound by the Nuggets. Millsap's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Morris outside. 3-pointer, Barton. But they get it back. Second shot opportunity, and Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Murray. 17 points for Millsap.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And the shot goes in.
We are seeing Hardaway Jr. at his very best. Sometimes he flat out can simply take over games with his scoring ability.
Here's Murray. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. And that one's good. Barton.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Morris kicks to Jokic. Back to Morris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 6 assists now in the game. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Hardaway passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Barton, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Tim Hardaway picks one up. The Nuggets have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, I've got mad respect for the way Barton carries himself. I mean, he's a terrific teammate. He does everything he can to impact winning.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Wright in for Luka Doncic. Both good from the line that time.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Here's Barton. He has 29. In the corner, Murray with it. All sorts of time, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Murray's got 13 points.
Barton is really a team-first guy who likes to get the ball to his teammates, an excellent passer at his position.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And the first one at the line is good. Denver making a switch here. Grant's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Craig, right now averaging about 5 points a game. And stolen by Wright. Got a hand on it. Goes back up. Here's Craig. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Nuggets ball.
We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Nuggets. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And checking out Dallas, down 4 spots from them.
And I think for Dallas, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
Boy, I tell you what, it's been a grit and grind effort for them. They know how to win, and that's not something you could say about them last year.
And one area, Clark, that Mason Plumlee doesn't get enough credit in is his playmaking. He does a great job at that as a center.
I could not agree with you more. He's an outstanding passer, but when you're playing with Jokic, you sometimes get overlooked in terms of how well he passes it. But he does a good job and is really solid off the bench. Plumlee moves well, he's active, and he's a rim protector defensively, too.
2 shots.
The first one falls. And he makes the first but misses the second. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein has lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
Dallas has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Hey, Barea's not a big guy, about 5'5" at best, and because of that, you got to be tough, and he's a tough-nosed player.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And boy, I tell you what, he's really coming to his own this year. I mean, that is an enormous step up from what he shot at the line last season.
That free throw good from Barea.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
He doesn't get the second one.
J.J. Barea has speed to burn. I mean, he's shifty, he's quick, and because of that, he's extremely valuable as a decision maker and scorer. Great competitor.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Puts up a 3. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 5th rebound in this one.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
And it's Kid Gilchrist with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Here's Cauley-Stein. Dallas again missing. Porter against Barea. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism. And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Craig passes to Murray. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And the confidence oozing from Murray. Just so efficient from the interior.
Here's Wright, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Wright's got 14. 52 seconds left in the third. Murray against Barea. Down low, Craig. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Barea, and that one drops for him. He's got 11.
And, you know, Barea is extremely fast. Explodes to the basket whenever he sees a lane available.
Craig passes to Grant. Deep 2 from Murray. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
You know, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. And if he continues to improve, he'll be more valuable as a teammate.
Barea against Murray. The Nuggets have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And, you know, early on, Murray has proven to be an impressive scorer. Now he just needs to improve as a passer and defender.
And so Murray nails both of them. 6 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Wright. And the baseline jumper, no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Wright. He's out there with Lee. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Cauley Stein. And it's Kleba in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Daniels, no good. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. That's a 2 from Lee. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
The feed to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Denver with the ball. Following the three-point basket by Dallas. Craig can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Cauley Stein. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
And Cauley Stein, so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
Clark, any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things? Incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense, I think, having different categories. But I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And Cauley Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
Kept alive. Grant dishes to Plumlee. Got a piece of it. Porter kicks to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. No good there. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Cauley Stein. Porter pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Doesn't go that time. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic comes in for Cauley Stein. And it's Justin Jackson in for Maxi Kleber. Morris is checked in for Denver. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds?
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game in my opinion.
Inside, here's Grant, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
And that one misses.
And, you know, Grant, a second-round pick, has worked hard for his minutes in the NBA. He's an exceptional athlete who plays with a real edge, a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
It's stolen by Morris. Daniels passes to Morris. Pass to Vonleh. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Here's Marjanovic, and off the front iron, and in it goes. Marjanovic has got his first basket of the night.
You know, it went down, guys, but still unusual to go to the leaner there with so much space around it.
And the dunk by Grant.
Yeah, on his menu, dunking is one of the specialties. A fantastic jammer who really wrecks that rim.
And right, here we go. Some solid defense from Grant. Nuggets have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Morris outside. Grant outside. His three-pointer's off the mark. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Denver making a switch here. Bates Diop's checked in. Lee finds Wright. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Marjanovic on target from 13 feet.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions. And the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
And so here's Denver. The Mavericks making the shot. 4 on the clock, stolen by Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Here's Morris, following the score by Dallas. The pass to Bates Diop. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Dallas calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for DeLon Wright. Dallas has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight, 50% exactly. And that one's good, Marjanovic.
Capable of running the offense, Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
To the middle, here's Vonleh, and the dunk by Vonleh.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And here are the Nuggets now. On the wing, Daniels from past the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. A baseline J. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Grant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Daniels dishes to Morris. Nice D from Doncic. And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, you look at Luka Doncic, and the one skepticism scouts had was his athleticism or lack thereof. And I think he's proven that's not necessary to be a great basketball player. And he's only getting better as he works with NBA trainers.
The Mavericks have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. And you know, you heard about Doncic. Even if he's a step slow, he's always 2 steps ahead with his mental game.
You know, Kevin, that's a great point. Feel, savvy, experience, know-how. You know, he grew up playing against bigger, stronger guys, and that always serves you well as you go forward. So he understands how to create space and anticipate and feel how to get defenders off balance. I mean, he's just a special young player.
Here's Morris. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
I like the Greg. They're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get those shots off. That's excellent discipline on display right there.
Now, here is Morris. Vonleh. Count the basket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
And Bates Diop gets it to go.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
And it's in there.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Morris passes to Vonleh to the paint, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here's Lee. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Denver's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Daniels kicks to Morris. From outside, off the mark. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Lee goes to the reverse layup and taps it in. Lee's got 9 points here in the second half. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. 3-pointer, Daniels buries it from 3-point range.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Doncic finds Marjanovic. The outside leaner. They get it back. Another shot. And Doncic finishes inside. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Tell you what, guys, I don't think you ever have to question Doncic's effort level. He attacks the glass and the game all the same.
Now, here is Morris. Daniels passes to Vonleh. 6 on the shot clock. And there's Daniels. That's good on the assist by Vonleh. Vonleh's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Jackson. And again, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Grant outside. Here's Bates Diop. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Here's Jackson, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Denver. Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
J.J. Barea checked in for the Mavericks. And so Jackson nails both of them. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. On the wing, Daniels for 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. Dallas has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Good, nice play there from Vonleh.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're ahead by 29. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Whoa, hate on low, but we fly high. Talk is cheap, free Wi-Fi. Whoa, heard they tryna steal away. Cut it out. Spicy mommy's on the way. Talk about what you let away, I'll cut it out. Hey, talk to me now, show you what you really about. Whoa, pipe down. First we shut them down, then we open up shop. Tryna stop, but the way don't stop.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row, they turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Lee. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Pass to Vonleh. Back to Morris. On the wing, Daniels. There's the 3. The shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Porter dishes to Morris. Here's Bates Diop. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. KP, balanced offensive effort tonight. What did you like about how you played?
I think we played as a team. We shared the ball, and it was a team effort today. And everybody was involved. Everybody was playing good offensively, and that's why we were able to come up with a win.
Really looking good at both ends tonight, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
I'm standing at the top of where the